boy Ace of Spade, man. We back. P-Town Media. Y'all gotta stand up, you know what I mean? Got a wonderful hot R&B artist here. We want to get into a little great interview with this man. Talk about his music, upcoming, who's his influences, and a little bit about where he's going with his future, alright? So check it out. Got my man Elliot in the house. Elliot Young. How you feeling, brother?
Doing alright.
That's what I'm talking about.
You go.
Yeah, so what's going on these days with your music, brother?
Oh man, still composing and trying to make the best of it. I mean, got some good R&B things going. Got a lot of hip hop, got some techno.
Oh yeah, you're doing big things.
Yeah, on the production side. But I'm working on this project right now personally. Your Love Is Amazing. It was a good inspiration. The song I was really inspired by it. So
Awesome.
I thought I would
Song producer, writer, and composer, band member, international artist to tour the world, one of the original Coaster members.
Well, actually, second generation
Coaster member, which is an honor still. A lot of great things. Let me ask you a question about my generation and maybe how you feel the gap can be bridged so we can appreciate the good music your generation was raised off of. I feel like that's something that we're losing. And I feel like your music, to me, is a gap bridger. I think that you have a lot of the new school, but you also got some old school, so it blends really good, a good blend of both generations, you know what I mean? My question would be, what is lacking in today's R&B that was a great piece of substance for your music growing up?
Well, I think, I came up in a very fortunate period, when R&B was at its peak. You had Motown, you had Stax, you had Atlantic, you had all these great institutions, it's done differently now. So, but I had an opportunity to hone in on some of the how to compose, from that generation. One of the biggest things that's helped me is my interaction with those artists, and I was like a shorty, back then. So that's the fortunate part of it, and well, another good fortune is that the youngsters today, I do identify with what they're doing, but I think that by the music programs being shut down, it's really hurt the creative process for a lot of musicians, and so they try to make up with it, with the software that they have right now and computer generated sounds, which that's fine. I use it to compose also, but I use it from maybe a different aspect.
Right.
I tried to be that instrument that was playing along with me in orchestra or band. I try to be that violin, try to be that, because when you're in that group session, you get a feel, you get an appreciation for everything. So it helps your composing ability. You're not limited when you come to the table.
Right.
So I bring that to the table. I think what's really, that's one of the things that really hurts the musicians of today more than anything. But come on, the times have changed.
Yeah.
Times have changed. So the listening ear changes. What's appreciated changes. So you have to respect that, because it's not their fault. It's not their fault. But they're making the best of what they have, and some of them are doing pretty good with it.
Right.
There's some really good producers out there that have that theory background. That to be able to compose and to put music together that makes sense.
Michael Jordan said something that stood out to me last night on the television. He said, hard workers are never nervous or scared about their ability because they work hard for it.
Exactly.
So Michael Jordan was never shocked and awed about his ability to either make shots or do what he do, because he gave it his all in practice. Practice was like the real games. Anybody who practiced on the Bulls with Jordan, they all will say that the practice was like the real game. We practiced harder than we did playing the game, so that way when we actually played the game, it was nothing. Because we were so used to whooping on y'all anyway. So I felt like, you know, like you're saying to the artist, that if you hone your skills and you put that extra effort in, you'll get the ability out of it. You'll get the hard work, the efforts out of it.
Exactly, and you'll develop the confidence. You know, the thing is, like with me, someone asked me, said, "Are you ever scared? You know, nervous when you go on stage?" Never. I'm never nervous. Whether the thing is, I know how I prepare. Okay, so you got to honestly ask yourself, have I really prepared myself?
Right.
You know, for this. So you're not nervous. You're anxious. I'm anxious. I'm anxious to get out there. I'm sitting. If I get a little twitch on the side backstage, you know, before curtain go up, I'm just ready to let you have it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to come give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's where, you know, that's where it starts. That's where it starts and where it stops. You know, about how much you put into it. You know, and you know, the question you had asked earlier about how do we bridge
that gap, yeah.
You know, and I was saying how fortunate I was to come up at near the end of an era, but in beginning of another era.
Right. So
to me, I can see how it can be integrated to really make some beautiful, beautiful music.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking standards. You know, not like the artists today. They may drop singles every 3 months.
Right.
And then they forgot about it.
Right.
You know, it's about longevity.
Yeah, and this
it's about touching not just a group. It's about touching everybody.
A multitude.
And you can do that
yeah.
if you include them. You can't have the hip hoppers over here and the R&Bs over here and the classics over here. You know, what you're after is to be appreciated on an overall basis as an artist and as a musician. So that's what I tried to do. Is blend, you know, like hang out with you youngsters and, you know, learn, understand, you know, more about the field that you have for music and maybe add a little of the old school with it. Because that's where you got to realize that's where it's all come from.
Exactly.
Everything you're doing comes from that.
Yeah.
So it's about modernizing the sound. Like if you took, say, My Girl, okay,
right,
and remade it, you know, with the new sounds, but with the same quality,
yeah,
it would be a brand new song.
It'd be an instant hit.
It would be a hit.
Yeah.
See, so you know, and that's where that education comes in, because the youngsters don't really know. They try to make versions of the old school stuff, but you don't have to make it that abstract.
They sex it down a lot.
Yeah, you don't have to make it that avant-garde.
Right.
To where, you know, a person like me, you know, looks back on it and says, wow, I remember that was platinum, that was triple platinum. But I don't think they did it justice with the way they chopped it up, you know.
Right.
You know, it's like it hurts, man. It really hurts, you know. Right. So, but you know, and I could say, man, they could still get the effect they want if they would just put a little this and a little that, you know, incorporate that. You know,
Young Rogue loved the music. Yeah, he stopped by the studio earlier and man, he played some instrumentals for him and he loved it right off the top. And it was like, man, I got to work with this guy. So yeah, definitely, I think that connection to the younger and your generation, man, is definitely gonna happen. I see it. I hope y'all taking notes out there. He's dropped a whole lot of knowledge, man. He's schooling y'all today, man. And this is the whole reason why I had him come, man, because this is exactly the knowledge that we need here for you guys. Like I said, this is an opportunity to be assistance to you and help you. So please take it and hone it so that way you can be able to perfect your own craft and be better. One of the things that I will say is for you guys, I love my haters, all right? So anybody who hate on me, I appreciate it, because what you're doing is just showing us all that we have something that's worthy and appreciative of something that you want. Nobody hates on nothing that's worth nothing. But if it is worth something and somebody hates on it, then obviously you should treat that really precious and special. And the reason it helps me out, my haters, thank you by the way, I get times where I get depressed and I encouraged and I feel I'm discouraged, shall I say. And I just don't think I'm able to pull off some of the stunts with P-Town to certain music when I was performing different things. And this is the reason why we had this artist come through today, to give you guys some game. For the simple fact that as a new artist, you want to know what you're getting into, how to make your style better, and what to look for in the music, so that way you can perfect your craft. So I'm really appreciative that you're coming.
And I want to say one more thing. You know, I learned from you too. You understand? It's not a one-way street. I'm not sitting up here like I know everything, because I learn every day. I've been in this business a long time, and I feel like this is the best part of my life in music right now. For the time that I put in the last few years, you know, I had a long layoff, but I came back with vengeance. You know, we're talking about that woodshed. I got in the woodshed. I didn't go to clubs. I didn't go nowhere. I mean, I didn't even have a girlfriend, you know, because I said, no, I love music. So let me show myself how much I love music.
Right.
You know, so I sunk myself into it literally in the basement, you know.
Yeah.
You know for a fact.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, and I sat down there, I ate, exercised. I didn't leave if it wasn't about making things better. So, you know, I look forward. I would love to collaborate with some of the young artists, some of the hip hop artists that are out there that need beats. You know, we can customize beats. You know, I think, and for another reason, Portland, we need to get on the map. You know, we need to get on the map.
I agree.
And we need to unite. You know, because you know, I hear major artists, you know, when I'm out there, you know, you go to Portland, they're like, for what?
Right.
You know,
I've heard
really
you say.
hard. Yeah, we can't allow the system to dictate our success.
That's right.
You know, we got to unite and rise above it. You know, you've got a lot of talent around this town, a lot of producers. You got a lot, and I'm collaborating with everybody that will collaborate with me, because it's not an ego trip. It's we trying to make it the best that it can be. You know. And,
you couldn't have said that no better. I mean, because that's the whole reason of this particular website, folks. P-Town Media is an opportunity for us to be able to let other people's talents be heard, be seen, and be broadcast throughout the world by via web. I really need your support on this, guys. So please go to the Facebook page. It's facebook.com/P-Town Media. Go ahead and like the page. We put a lot of flyers up. If you have some flyers of some events that you got going on, send us an invite. You can find me at Asa at ptownmedia.com. Email me if you have any inquiries. And if you want to have yourself interviewed and get on this show, if you got some information, some music that you want to let out there, mixtape, information, all that type of good stuff, please don't hesitate to get at us. That's info@ptownmedia.com. Holla at your boy Ace of Spade, and we'll definitely make sure that we'll get that information in the right hands. Last, before we go, can you please go ahead and give your fans the information of how they can get a hold of you if they wanted to get those customized beats and that information? How can they get a hold of you?
Well, actually, I'm going to join with you in P-Town for now, because I'm working on this project right now that I should have it done by the end of the week, for all the information of how to contact me. But for now, you know, you can contact me at 503-453-5801. My name is Elliot Young. I'm also on a Facebook page. My website is just about up. So that's why, but you can contact me personally with that number, and feel free to. I'm ready for you if you're ready for me, because I've got a ton of untouched grooves that they're looking for someone special, you know. So get at it.
So go ahead and get at us again. That's info@ptownmedia.com, especially if you want to inquiry about some information of how to get beats, customized R&B, hip-hop, jazz, all that type of stuff. Man, my man is talented and gifted. He really knows how to play. Again, I want to say thank you for tuning in to this episode. We definitely appreciate your time. I'm going to give a shout out to a few friends right now off the top. Young Grove, definitely a shout out. LaFonte with Bonafide Entertainment, we appreciate all the opportunities you've given us. DJ OG1, Steez Clothing Line, Flight School, got to give you some love. Chief Repertoire Apparel, Hip Hop Junkies, man, and the list goes on. Kelly, it goes on, man. So y'all keep doing what you're doing out there, man. Love, peace, and a whole bottle of hair grease, baby. This P-Town Media, y'all keep it live, man. Don't holler, don't go nowhere.
All right, peace, y'all.
Peace.